What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Bronny James, the son of LeBron James, really stirred up a lot of people around the black community when he took a young white lady to his junior prom at Sierra Canyon High School. And many people commented below Savannah James's post. She posted a picture of, her getting him ready for the prom. And, many people were saying some things that were quite racist, if you want to talk about that. And, they really just didn't appreciate a young African-American man from a very affluent family taking out this young white lady. Now, former quarterback Robert Griffin III saw all of this hate coming from Black America and decided to defend Bronny James's choice to date this young white lady. Okay. Now, I want to play that clip right now, and then I want to come back and discuss it in detail.
Bronny James upset a lot of miserable people tonight because he decided to take a white girl to prom as his date. First of all, it's 2022. What's wrong with that? He can take an avatar to prom for all I care. Who he chooses is who he chooses. And secondly, it's giving weird energy that a bunch of grown men and women, 40-year-old men and women, are trying to tell a 17-year-old who they think he should bring to prom. This ain't got nothing to do with LeBron and Savannah not raising Bronny right, and the color of the skin of the girl that he takes to prom should not matter. Leave these kids alone.
So we've heard what RG3 had to say. Now, Robert Griffin III was also a high draft pick in the NFL. And it's safe to say he had really one good year as a quarterback. And after that, he struggled severely with injuries and just, poor play. But Robert Griffin III, just like Bronny James, dates white women. He is married to one. And if you listen to Robert Griffin III talk, despite being 6'3" or 6'4", he doesn't sound like the stereotypical black man. Okay, and I know that sounds crazy, but he doesn't. And if you think about maybe the things that Robert Griffin III likes, he's probably not the kind of guy that will be accepted in the black community. Most likely, he never was, right? So, he's defending Bronny James's right to date whoever he wants because it's 2022. But if you can read in between the lines of his statements, you can kind of understand where I believe he's going with this, all right? And where the future of black men are going with this. He said, listen, it is 2022. And him saying that is huge, all right? What does he mean when he says 2022? He's saying, listen, we no longer live in the same communities as before. All right? It's more socially acceptable than before. These white women are also interested in dating some of these guys more or less than before. And in 2022, you black women are not appreciating your guys as before. That's what he's trying to say. Okay? And I know he can't come out and say that, but this is what he's saying. He's saying in 2022, if young black men want to go out and date somebody, they don't owe black people anything. And I think about that, and I know he didn't say that, but I'm kind of bringing out his words. I'm kind of expounding on it. But when I think about this and where young black men are at, they don't have the same, I would say, experience as us. You may try to say it the same race loyalty, or let's say even for us, the fear of being around a lot of white people or dating white people like some of us. They don't have that. And also, many of these young guys are not going to be in the gender war like some black men are. And the reason why there's a gender war in Black America to a certain degree is because most black men want to be with black women. These new guys, Bronny James and others, guys who can do well, they're not going to sit around here and argue with black women about, oh, well, we feel that you're too masculine or you don't respect us. That's not going to happen, man. These guys today, they're gone. They don't care that their parents are from Akron, Ohio, or that their parents are from Nigeria or Jamaica or Haiti. Listen, all right, mom, appreciate the fact that you and dad were rich and we're in these private schools, or I got to go to college at a public white university. I'm out. Deal with black people for what? Deal with black women for what? These guys over here in Europe, you see a lot of guys in the UK. They don't even waste their time talking about black women's issues. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. Well, shit, if I find a good, decent black woman, that'd be nice. If I don't, that'll also be nice. And I'm getting where I fit in. And you see that happening, and then what you see is a lot of panic, because what it indicates is that there's something wrong with the community. And it's not just the men that have the problem. There is a problem in the community at large. Why are these guys dating with these black women? White women, I mean. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But you're going to see these guys, especially if they become successful. And I know Bronny James, I don't know how he acts, but guys like RG3, guys who would have a hard time being accepted by black America, or they wouldn't be able to get on unless they were very good at sports or stuff like that. Hey, listen, these dudes been made fun of, like him, I'm pretty sure, since he was a kid by the way he talked. Or he has some issue with black America, or, has some kind of trauma towards black America, or, so when he gets around those people, he don't feel that trauma no more, even though we know who caused the trauma between, the black community and that is white America, right? But to him, it doesn't matter. It's not going to matter that black women were also out there on the civil rights movement and that black women helped, do things with black men and build black families to where he even got to where he is today. That's not going to matter. All guys are going to do is judge the black community from the generation in which they live. They're not going to sit back and look back in time. They're going to be looking at how I feel right now. And how I feel right now is it's not a good deal for me to be dating Keisha and Tasha. And the guys who will and have the resources are gone. They're not going to be arguing with y'all. They're not going to be sitting here having hangouts and Google Streams and StreamYards and going back and forth video after video. They're not going to do that. They're going to go and do what they got to do. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first company at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.